Assalamu alaikum. Hafiz Ismail, are you on? Hafiz Ismail, he's going to go ahead and do the recitation to start the session, inshallah, and we'll get started. I hope you are all enjoying the view. It's a little bit further away. So just to give you the view of the Masjid al-Nabi courtyard, it was a little bit difficult for us to do it right from the courtyard because of the logistical issues with the power and the Wi-Fi, etc. So we had to decide to do it right from here. Hafiz Ismail, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, inshallah.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Can you go ahead and start off with your recitation, please?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah khair. So again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Innal hamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah anbiya wal mursaleen. Today's session, as I mentioned earlier, we are doing it from Medina. Alhamdulillah, we are here in Medina. So there are a few experiences and few things that we want to share so that we can prepare you, inshallah ta'ala. So again, as always, as we are preparing for the Hajj Baitullah, we should be doing labbaik, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik. Innal hamda wal ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. So recite this as often as possible. So preparing for the travel, again, these are the things, but there are some new highlights that I want to point out. Make sure you have 4 to 5 copies of your passport. Very, very important. This way, you will avoid having to hand over your passport to somebody to go and make a copy, even. So that way, it's not leaving your hands. So make 4 to 5 copies of your passport, 4 to 5 copies of your Hajj visa. This is also something that is required at many, many places, at your hotel, for your transportation, at many, many places it will come useful. So have a few copies of the Hajj visa also. Keep your itinerary, the flight, the vaccination report. Vaccination report, I know there was a bit of a scare and anxiety today about vaccination report needing to be uploaded, etc. That was an incorrect message from Nusuk. That was more for the local, the Saudi residents. They are required to upload that, but not for the international Hujjaj. So you do not need to worry about it, but you do need to have the vaccination report. The vaccination report is checked at the airport before you board in the ticket counter itself. It's reviewed. They go through the details. Sometimes they even start questioning you about polio vaccine, etc. Confidently, you can tell them the Hujjaj from the Western world are not required to take polio. You're not even required to show the COVID vaccination report. The only thing that you need to show is the meningitis. In case some agent, airline agent, questions you, have the health guideline from the Nusuk available on your phone that you can show that where the recommendation is only for the meningitis report. But definitely have your meningitis report available at the ticket counter. At as you once you land in Jeddah or Medina, they are again going to check it again. Okay, so I know there are reports. In fact, it happened with me. where they very cursorily looked at my report. They did not even look at the report from other people. But do not relax, because it depends on different timing, different individuals. So they will check the vaccination report, come under that guideline. So you have to have your vaccination report available. Now, for your carry-on bag, this is something important because we got a report today that someone landed in Jeddah for Mecca without an ihram. So I'm expecting Rawaf to have an ihram available at the Jeddah airport. Even if Rawaf is able to provide an ihram at the Jeddah airport, that does not satisfy your ihram condition, because you are required to be in ihram when you cross the miqat if your destination is Mecca first. Again, I want to repeat this. You are required to be in ihram only if you are proceeding for Umrah from the Jeddah airport. If you are arriving in Jeddah and then transferring to Medina, you do not need to be in ihram. This is again, I want to repeat this again because there is lots of confusion about this. Ihram is required only if you are going to Umrah from the Jeddah airport. But ihram is required. So you cannot land in Jeddah without ihram, hoping to go to Makkah first, then that'll violate your ihram requirement. So Rawaf Mina, as far as the gift package is concerned, there's a little bit of confusion. Inshallah ta'ala, they'll have the gift package available for you at your hotel, not at the airport necessarily, but at the hotel. They are trying to correct that issue, but just bear with them, because they are doing lots of different things. So they are doing the level best possible. So again, ihram, you need to have this ihram. Again, as we have always recommended, you need to have one ihram of your own. The ihram that Rawaf Mina is going to provide should be your secondary ihram, a backup ihram. So in your carry-on bag, again, change of clothes, supply medications, etc. And there is a supplies list. Please look through the supplies list carefully. You need to look through that carefully, because there are challenges with the power adapters. The outlets in the hotels, many of the hotels, is different. It does not take the same plugs that you use in North America and Europe. So you need those adapters. We have made some suggestions. In fact, our technology expert Hafiz Ismail will send out some recommendations on the type of plug that you should be buying if you haven't already bought. So it's very important that you get proper adapters for the power, inshallah. Ta'ala. So this is our. I mean, we are going to go through some of these things very quickly. I want to open up the floor for questions. More time for questions. So this is the Hajj at a glance. You're going to do Umrah before the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, then so forth and so forth. We've gone through this before. So prepare for travel prepare for travel with purification by taking a bath, cutting your nails, trimming your hair, etc. And if Mecca is your first stay, if Mecca is your first stay, you're going to change into ihram, as I said, before boarding the flight to Jeddah. If Mecca is your first stay, if you're landing in Jeddah or Medina, if you're well, not Medina, let's just stick to Jeddah. If you're landing in Jeddah and heading to Mecca, to perform Umrah, you need to change into Ihram before boarding the flight to Jeddah. I do realize you can change into Ihram before the Miqat in the plane, but that will be very inconvenient. I would not suggest that. So change into Ihram before boarding the flight to Jeddah, whether it is in Washington, whether it's in Amsterdam, or whether it's in Riyadh. The flight before boarding the flight to Jeddah. That is the key point here. And then Rawaf team will arrange for transfer
So
from
quick,
Jeddah
quick
airport.
clarification here. We are talking about putting on the ihram clothes. Like the intention, you can do closer to miqat. We're
Correct,
talking
correct,
about wearing the clothes. Yeah.
correct, correct. Okay. So the ihram, this thing. So once you come into Jeddah airport, Rawaf team will arrange for transfer from Jeddah airport to the hotel in Mecca. So once you perform the Umrah, oh, these are the, sorry, the arrows are wrong here. So you perform the Umrah after you reach the hotel. Do not do not plan, do not think, do not consider doing the Umrah straight from the airport. You do need to get to the hotel so that your baggage, etc., are placed into the hotel. So you need to from there you take the shuttle to go to Haram for the Umrah. So ignore this arrows, please. Then you change. uh, oh, so you perform the umrah. But if your stay is not the first one, that means you're going to Medina first. So Rawaf team will still arrange for transfer from Jeddah or Medina airport or Medina. Rawaf team will arrange for transfer from either Jeddah airport or Medina airport, wherever it is that you're arriving, to the hotel in Medina. So once you're in the hotel before leaving for Mecca, before you leaving for Mecca, you change into ihram at the hotel in Medina or at the miqat. Again, in this case, it is better to change in the hotel in Medina just for the sake of convenience. Otherwise, at the miqat, there are fairly good place. The shower area is fairly good that you can change in the miqat also. Then you would perform the umrah after reaching the hotel. After you perform the umrah, you would come back and stay in your hotel. So Jeddah arrival. When you arrive in Jeddah, when you come out of the arrivals area, so once you come out of the arrival, this is very important that you pay attention to this one. Once you come out of the arrival area, you would walk towards the set of escalators. There is a aquarium screen here. So to the right and left of this there are escalators. You need to take these escalators going down. So once you come down the escalators, you see this aquarium here. Once you come down these escalators, you make a right turn, you'd walk through this area, and then you would walk through these gates here, and then there would be individuals there that would help you to transfer you basically, whether it is to you need to go to Medina or you need to go to the hotel in Mecca. In either case, they will take care of it. So as long as you're not made changes to your flight, the staff, Rawaf Mina staff, the other Ministry of Hajj staff, they have all your information available. They would be able to transfer. But even in case there is an issue, just have your passport, your itinerary, and the Hajj visa available. They will take care of it, inshallah ta'ala. So these images are courtesy from one of our guide who took the video for our benefit, brother Hani Jamal. Medina. If you come out of Medina, this is your arrivals area. So once you come out of the arrival, you make a right turn. As soon as you make a right turn, there are a few counters here for different service providers, and one of them is for Rawaf Mina. So they have your information of arrival. They are actually in most cases they are expecting you. They are going to ask your passport, your Hajj visa, so that they can look it up. Again, it's going to be in front of your eyes. They are not going to go away anywhere. Don't worry about it. So this is where you can also hand them a copy of your passport and a copy of your visa. They are going to verify in the list, etc., so that they can see where you're supposed to, which hotel you're supposed to go. Sometimes when we landed yesterday, they started asking where is your murshid, etc. So don't get alarmed. That is just because sometimes some of the folks at the airport have a misunderstanding. Your murshid does not have to be with you as long as your information is with them, or they can figure out looking up your passport and Hajj visa, inshallah ta'ala. So again, Medina arrival, you come out of the arrival. As soon as you come out of the arrival, on the right side are the counters of all the different providers. One of them would be Rawaf Mina. So this is again now I want to kind of go over a little bit of the Hajj days quickly so that we have a clear understanding of what happens once you completed the Umrah. So you prepare on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah, you're going to prepare for traveling to Mina. Now, my preference is to arrange for the travel early morning on the 8th so that we can have you all situated in the camp so that you're not in a rush, etc. So be prepared to leave on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah. It is really important that you not make your own decisions saying that I will come with another group, etc., because at the end of the day my group's responsibility lies with me. Please do understand that. You can go do the umrah at a different time. You can even go do the rami at a different time. But when it comes to logistical arrangements, that is my responsibility. So please work with us. Please work with us. I want everyone to be ready when we tell you what time we tell you that for the transferring to the Mina camp. Most probably it's going to be in the morning hours of 8 Dhul Hijjah, but we will update you, inshallah ta'ala. So once you're there, if you're there early in the day, but any which way, you're going to spend the night in the Mina camp on the 8th of Dhul Hijjah. And after Fajr Salah on the 9th of Dhul Hijjah, we are going to travel to Arafat and spend the day until Maghrib in Arafat. When you are in Arafat, contemplate on on what Prophet ﷺ's bayan, his last sermon was in the land of the in the plain of Arafat. This is the place where you can make your dua, where you can make your heartfelt dua. Yes, there are lots of lectures that will be going on, but my suggestion and recommendation is instead of sitting around listening to the bayans, contemplate, ask Allah. This is the time that you can relate much more to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for anything and everything that you desire. Ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness. That's a big thing. So spend the time in du'as, in prayers, in reading the Quran. In you, spend your time as much as possible spiritually, inshallah ta'ala. So once we after Maghrib Salah time, we are not going to perform Maghrib in Arafat. We are going to do Dhuhr and Asr. But before performing Maghrib Salah, but after the Maghrib time, we are going to move to Muzdalifah. We are going to stay there for Maghrib, Isha, and then the Fajr for the next day. So after the Fajr of the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, we are going to leave Muzdalifah for Mina. Now, the bus situation from Muzdalifah to Mina sometimes gets very tricky because of the number of people that have to be moved, etc. If there is a group that wants to walk to Mina, if you're capable of doing it, do let us know. We will arrange for some guides to walk with you. Again, this is something that you need to arrange with us. I would not want individual groups to go off because there are high chances that you could get lost. And let me warn you, the temperature here easily hovers around 115, 120 degrees. To give you an example, today, while walking in the courtyard of the Prophet ﷺ, I happened to take off my sandals and I was walking, nice cool weather. Suddenly, their patch of sunlight was burning on the floor. I didn't realize it. Just matter of 10 feet. Just matter of 10 feet. I said, I can handle it. What's a big deal? So I walked through it. Trust me, my feet burnt. My feet burnt just for walking 10 feet on the floor without sandals. So please do not take it lightly. This is a serious concern. The weather is very serious in Saudi Arabia, and you cannot take chances with this one. So what we want to make sure that is we arrange the group that if you do want to leave Muzdalifah by foot to Mina camp or straight to Jamarat, we want to make sure that we arrange in a group and we can track and make sure you are safe, inshallah ta'ala. So on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, after getting into Mina, we are going to do the Rami of the first Jamara, and then we are going to do the Qurbani, and once we know the Qurbani is done, we are going to do the Halq, which is the shaving or cutting of the hair. And then we are going to change out of Ihram, and we are going to spend the night of 10th of Dhul Hijjah in the Mina camp. On the 11th of Dhul Hijjah, inshallah, after we perform the Rami, which is after Zawal, we are going to take the bus from Bin Dawood to Haram for Tawaf Ziyarah. Now, this is for those folks in my group that have signed up for the bus transportation on 11th of Dhul Hijjah for Tawaf Ziyarah. Now, unfortunately, we can make that available only for people that Rawaf has assigned in my group for logistical reason to make and also to make sure that we do not violate the other guides plans, etc. We cannot accommodate other hujjaj who are not in my group. I apologize for it. I hope you all understand that there are limitations. I have to make sure that we adhere to. Okay, so on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah, after doing the Rami, we're going to take the bus from Bin Dawood to Haram for Tawaf Ziyarah, and then after Tawaf Ziyarah, after Isha Salah, we are going to take the same bus back to Mina camp after Isha Salah. Now, I do know a few groups have asked us if they can go on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah to perform the Tawaf Ziyarah. That's okay as long as you make the arrangement with me and we are aware that you're doing this, but you will have to make the arrangement on your own, and you have to take the responsibility of the fact that the transportation on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah going to Haram and back is challenged. A few people have asked me, how about on 11th of Dhul Hijjah? Can we do it on your own? Yes, you can do it on your own. Going to Haram on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah gets a little bit easier. Yes, I understand that. But returning from Haram to the camp is still a challenge. Is still a challenge. Their transportation from Haram to the Mina camp is very limited. Many a times you will find cabs, you will find private transportation. You may even find some buses that will claim that they are going to go to the camp, but in many cases they may get stopped near the tunnel, and you will have to come off that and make your own arrangement from there. In most cases, you will have to walk to the camp in 110 degrees in an unknown geography without very clear directions of making there. So it is in your best interest. It's in your best interest if you can avoid doing this on your own. So try to make as much as possible, if possible, avoid as much as possible doing this on your own. Again, on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, inshallah ta'ala, you'll perform Rami, and you're going to return back to the hotels by bus from Rawaf at the camp. Bashir, Assalamu alaikum. I need to introduce you to this gentleman here. I need to introduce you to this gentleman. This is one of your Rawaf representative, Brother Bashir. He has been working extremely hard. These people, when I think about them, I feel like I'm not certain when they sleep. Because every time they are on the WhatsApp in the middle of the night, whatever the time it is, they are available. They are available. Brother Yusuf, Islam.
Mahmoud.
Mahmoud.
Yes, Mahmoud Ajaib.
And this is another brother who's been making all the hotel arrangements. Who's been making hotel arrangements. I just want to introduce them. And mashallah, mashallah, these brothers are making extremely, their effort is extremely great. Brother Mahmoud, you want to say something to the group?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, everything is ready for you guys. Inshallah, have a blessed journey. Inshallah, everything is seriously well put together, inshallah. So you just come. May Allah, inshallah, reward you. May Allah accept everyone here. Everyone will that will come around the world. Welcome, inshallah, and jazakumullah khair. We're ready for everyone, inshallah.
Well, the brothers are here. I just want to comment. When we were looking through different service providers, one of the things that struck us, one of the reasons, and you all have been watching our webinars from the beginning. We've been promoting Rawaf primarily because when we spoke to, especially Brother Bashir, okay, when Brother Samir was talking to Brother Bashir, the point that kept coming from them continuously was customer service. Customer service. First comes the Hujjaj. First comes the Hujjaj. One of the comments that I heard from Zaki, and I want to share this with you today, when those gift packages were not available at the airport, he was very much shocked. He was like, I cannot believe this. I'm not sure how I'm going to, I need to fix this as quickly as possible. So it's just a gift package. I want you to understand how serious they are. Gift package is nothing if you think about it. Okay, we can get it for $10-15, but their seriousness for making the Hujjaj happy, comfortable is serious. So I just want to point out to that. Okay.
Jazakumullah khair.
Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah khair.
Brother Farid,
Jazakallah khair.
jazakumullah khair.
So getting back to our presentation, inshallah ta'ala. So on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, we are going to perform the Rami. After the Zawal, we are going to return back to the hotels by bus from Rawaf at the camp. Now, from the Rami Jamara Bridge, the Hujjaj who are staying in the Holiday Inn and Al Safa, you are welcome to walk because it's fairly close to the Jamrat Bridge. But all others, please come back to the camp. I would not want you to try out the buses because on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, again, the buses would be very infrequent because most of the buses on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah would be contracted out to the service providers. They would be extremely busy on that day. So again, preferably come back to the camp, and inshallah ta'ala, we will make the arrangements from there, inshallah. So these are all things we have gone through about the ihram, etc. But I just wanted to show that it's there. So the all this making the talbiyah when crossing the miqat, etc. We've gone through this one. This is where I want to next stick on. We've gone through the umrah. We have performed the we have presented ourselves in Arafat, which is one of the requirement. We have spent in Arafat. We have asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for lots of things. We have done the ibadah. We have been in Muzdalifah. We have spent the night in Muzdalifah in maybe the hard floor. Okay. Uh, so, oh, by the way, on that part, Rawaf is making sure the contractor can hand over the sleeping bags in the camp as much as possible. If not, the sleeping bags will be available in Muzdalifah. My recommendation is if you are uncomfortable sleeping on hard floor, make plans to bring your own sleeping bag. Okay? Because I do not want you to come expecting the sleeping bags that are provided will be very comfortable. They're basic sleeping bags. But if you have the need for more comfortable sleeping area, make your own arrangements. In the supplies list, we have made a recommendation of a mat, a comfortable mat that you can consider. But whatever you do, my recommendation is do something that is inexpensive. If you have to, you can leave it back. You can carry it back, but as I said, coming from Muzdalifah sometimes is a challenge. If you have to walk, you do not want to be walking with anything that adds weight on you. But anyway, that's your choice. But the sleeping bag, inshallah ta'ala, will be provided in Muzdalifah. Now, so you have gone through Muzdalifah. You walk to Rami from Mina all the way to walking about 3 miles back and forth. You've done that on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, 11th of Dhul Hijjah, 12th of Dhul Hijjah. You have struggled with the buses. You have done all these things. And now your end goal of all this should be Hajj Mabrur. My expectation, my requirement, if anyone in my group has felt that my team has done a great job of helping you prepare so far, our reward would be you all achieving Hajj Mabrur. I want each one of you, I want each one of you to get a Hajj Mabrur. Hajj Mabrur does not come easy. Let me point out, I'm not trying to scare you, but Hajj is a challenge. That's the reason you're getting that Hajj Mabrur, where once you come back, you are you are in a different zone if you come back with the Hajj Mabrur. Hajj is a challenge. Why? The weather condition, different cultural people, the rituals that you have to go through in challenging conditions, challenging weather conditions. These are all different challenges that are there for Hajj. It is not something that we cannot overcome. Rawaf Mina is trying to do their level best to make sure that you're comfortable. We, the guides, are trying to make sure whatever we possibly can to make your journey, your Hajj, comfortable. Ministry is trying to make your journey comfortable. In spite of all this, in spite of all our efforts, I want to point out things can go wrong, things do go wrong, not because people are not trying, but just because of the challenges that handling 2.5 to 3 million people of different cultures and moving them quickly from Mina, from Mecca to Mina, and then from Mina to Arafat, from Arafat to Muzdalifah. And this is not like you're doing this over several days. Remember this. From Mina to Arafat, you have to move people within a few hours. From Arafat to Muzdalifah, you have to move 2.5 to 3 million people in a matter of few hours. And then from Muzdalifah back to Mina, you have to move again 2.5 to 3 million people in matter of few hours so that you can do the Rami and Qurbani and come out of Ihram in time. These are not easy things. These are not easy things. So these are not excuses, but things do go wrong. So this is what I'm asking. Hajj Mabrur. you have performed all the required rituals. Inshallah ta'ala, you'll not miss any of it. And as I have said, even with the required rituals, I would like to see each one of you come out without any penalty. Basically, your Hajj record should be clean, just the way your driving record would be clean. Your Hajj record should be clean, no penalties, no fines. The way you can best do that is study all the process that we have shared, the fiqh seminar that Mufti Ahmed has presented. Review it and review the slides that we have shared from Mufti Ahmed, as well as other slides that I shared the other day. Review it so that you are aware of it. You are not dependent on somebody telling you what to do. So every ritual you should try to do to the best possible. Okay, so for Hajj Mabrur, you have completed all the rituals. When you return, your heart should be filled with contentment. Contentment of heart when you return is one of the sign of Hajj Mabrur. How are you going to be contented with heart when you return? How can you be contented with when you return from there saying that Brother Farid did not provide good food? Brother Farid told buses would be at 10 o'clock, but the buses came at 11 o'clock. Please, please be patient. Be patient with everything. When you see somebody in the line pushing you, say Alhamdulillah that you're at least in the land of the Prophet. At least that you're land in the of the Prophet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has picked you out of millions and millions and millions of people to be here. That's a huge thing, folks. Please understand that. And I want to give you an example of how some of the things can bother. Today, I had the Rauda visit. MashaAllah, got through inside, went through, sat patiently, went inside the Rauda area. I was positioned about 20, 30 rows uh, behind the member of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I did my 2 rakah and then I'm ready to move forward. But the guards, security folks, for some reason, and I'm sure they did it because they have to manage the crowd, they asked our group to leave that area. They started moving that group outside the Rauda area, and they started emptying rest of the people also outside the Rauda area. I had three choices at that point: to get very upset, to have a nice argument with the guard saying that I have been standing in line for la 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 etc. 1 hour etc. I could have done that, or I could have been left from there frustrated with a heart that is not contented, or I could live there from there. This is Allah's will. Alhamdulillah, I'm at least standing close to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. I took the third route. I ignored their. Uh, I ignored the fact that they were pushing us out. I did not allow that to upset me. I did not even talk to them. I said, Alhamdulillah. So Allah gave me the blessing of being out of there thinking, I'm blessed to be in Masjid al-Nabi, the place where the Prophet ﷺ is, the person, the leader who used to cry all night long for our benefit. I'm not going to be upset with people there. I want each one of you to feel this. I want each one of you to have this thought when you're going through your entire journey. I want you to feel this. I want you to start preparing. I want you to put those negative thoughts out. I am getting messages from people. Why is Nusuk doing this? Why is Rawaf doing this? Why is ministry doing this? Please, brothers and sisters, my Hujjaj, please, when you land in Jeddah, shed all those resentments out. You are the blessed, the lucky one to be brought to the Hajj, to be invited to Hajj Baitullah. That is not something that easily people can get. I am getting calls even now from people saying that, are there any packages available? Can we somehow squeeze in? Understand that you are the lucky and the chosen one. I do not want you to even do a oof when someone pushes you. Someone pushes you aside and jumps into the bus. Say Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, just for the sake of being patient, Allah will bless you. You immediately got a reward when you said, Alhamdulillah, brother, go ahead. I'm not asking you to turn your other cheek. I'm definitely not asking you to do that. But at the same time, I'm not asking you to snap back at that person and cause a, a line in your Hajj Mabrur. I don't want that. Okay, a negative comment. The third part that you have to possibly look at is how can you make a positive spiritual change in your lifestyle after you return back from the Hajj? Life cannot be the same. You have gone through, mashallah, 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 all the rituals of the Hajj. Mashallah, you have performed all of them perfectly without any blemish to your record. Perfect Hajj you have done, inshallah, inshallah. That's my expectation. You have returned back with contentment. Now you need to look at what kind of positive spiritual change you can make in your lifestyle. It could be as simple as you don't have a beard, start growing a beard. It's as simple as that. You are you are bearing some interest bearing loans, etc. See if you can get out of it. See if you can get out of it. Whatever it is, but you know your life, you know what challenges you have. But I want to see you all starting to look at a positive spiritual change in your lifestyle. So these are all different. We have gone through this one. I don't want to go through this all over again. But one point that I want to point out is in each one of these steps, while you're performing tawaf again, look out for people who need help. If you are healthy, if you are capable, look at people around you. There are old people who are struggling to walk. Give your shoulder to them. Subhanallah, I'm telling you, you will feel the contentment when you do that. Look out for people within your group who need your help. I know there are some parents coming without their children. Those children, for whatever reason it is, may Allah bless them, are unable to accompany them, but they are very concerned about their old parents being alone. Nope, they are not alone, in my opinion. You all are there. Inshallah, you all are there, inshallah. So these are all different requirements. I've gone through this one. So again, I want to point out from a safety perspective, once you complete your sa'i, uh, in most cases, they will ask you to leave from the same area out of the sa'i area. They will not allow you to go back into the miqat or into the main part of the haram. So you'll have to come out of the sa'i area. Once you come out of it, please do not make a left turn here. Please do not make a left turn. Make a right turn. However you are exiting from here, make a right turn towards the clock tower so that your guide can make a plan of meeting somewhere in this area. Somewhere in this area. Please follow the guidelines of the guides, of your guides or your group leader. However, like if you're going in a smaller group, make sure you follow them. Now, talking about the Umrah, several of our guides are arriving at different times. Please do not worry about it. There are other Rawaf Mina guides at your hotels. We are all one team. If you arrive at a hotel and one of my guide is not has not arrived there, do not worry. Reach out to one of the Rawaf Mina guides and inshallah ta'ala they will help you, and they have already volunteered anybody that comes in to guide them, to help them, and even if they are going to Umrah, you can accompany them. We are one big Rawaf Mina family, inshallah. So do not worry about it. There are Rawaf Mina guides and team members. Even if our guides have not been able to reach there, we are making all possible attempts to get all our guides in place as soon as possible, inshallah. Okay, these are all things that we have gone through. I want to open up the floor, Brother Wasim.
Ji, so there were some questions in the chat and I answered them, but I think it probably be useful for in general, so I'll just bring it up here again. Somebody was asking they're going to Makkah first, and they were asking that if they do
You go ahead and
change. Hello, can you hear me? Hello,
yes, go ahead,
can you hear
please.
me? Yeah. So the question was, where do we recommend taking shower and praying the 2 rakat if they know that they're going to be going to Makkah first?
Okay. Yeah, let me clarify that. I was rushing through my slides because I didn't want to hold up. I wanted to get into the question. Okay. Now on the ihram, uh, you if you are boarding a flight, let's say from uh, Washington directly to Jeddah, and your first destination is Makkah. That is basically you're going to be performing Umrah. What you would be doing is you would be showering, doing two rakat nafil salah in Washington, in Riyadh, in Amsterdam, wherever you're boarding the last flight. You do that, but you would not do the intention. The intention has to be done when you cross the miqat. Again, this is only for the folks who are going to Mecca from Jeddah directly. Again, if you are flying into Jeddah and you're going to go to Mecca to perform Umrah, this what I'm saying is applies to them. You would shower, you do two rakat nafil salah, change into ihram. I mean, in the other order, you shower, change into ihram, do two rakat nafil salah, and then you board the flight. When you cross the miqat, the pilot they will announce when they're crossing the miqat. That's when you would make the intention. Okay, the process of the intention is in the slides. I don't want to go over that again. So that's when you would make the intention. Now, if you are coming into Jeddah, but first you're going to Medina, you don't need to change into ihram. You would not want to change into ihram. You change into ihram before you're departing from Medina to Mecca. You can either change ihram in the hotel room or you can change it in the miqat. Miqat in on the way to Mecca has facility to take a shower and to change into ihram. But the same facility is not on the airplane. That's why you need to take a shower and change into ihram if you're going directly from Jeddah to Umrah. So again, I want to go through the two cases clearly again because
So,
many times the
Fariba, just
confusion is.
quickly in that, especially I think they were talking about taking shower. So the airports, I mean, there are facilities sometimes it's paid, so it might be able to do it at home. When yeah, so just talking about shower
Right,
specifically.
right. I mean, it is a challenge. See how you can, but some the airports that's a very good point you're making, brother Wasim. So if you are in the airport in the Middle Eastern countries, you can take a shower at the airport. But in Washington, for example, that is not easy. So please avoid that one. So take a shower, etc. Come prepared from home, but you can change into ihram in the airport and then do two rakat nafil salah. Again, this is for people who are going from Jeddah straight to Mecca. Okay, but if you are coming into Jeddah or Medina, you don't need to change into ihram. You will do it on the way to Mecca. Okay, go ahead. Next question, please.
Yeah, and in that they were asking about praying. So yeah, most airports have a multi-faith chapels. You can go pray there, or if you have a prayer mat, if there is a gate that is not in use, you can pray there. Yeah. So, but yeah, but there are usually chapels which allow praying, and they have prayer mats there. Most airports. Uh, and the next question here was somebody was asking about yeah, you already covered it, that if they are going to Medina, even if they land to Jeddah, so that then don't wear ihram. You will do when you travel from Medina to Makkah. And then there was another question about the 13th, that somebody wants to stay in Mina for 13th. Will there be arrangement for that?
Yes, yes. You can stay on the 13th of Dhul Hijjah in the Mina camp. Mina camp is available, and there will be bus transportation on the 13th of Dhul Hijjah to the hotels. Now, we have to work out a little bit on the detail, but inshallah ta'ala, it'll be arranged.
And then another question related was that if after 12th Rami, do they have to go back to Mina or they can go straight to the hotel?
They have to, if their if if their intention is to do the Rami on the 13th, then they have to stay in Mina. That's a requirement. Okay, but after the Rami, they can go to their hotel, they can go to Mecca, they can come back, but they have to spend the night in Mina if the intention is to perform Rami on the 13th. Okay, but the requirement is to the Rami of the 12th. That is the only requirement. The recommendation is to do it on the 13th if possible. Now, on this part, there are some that are flying out on the 20th of Dhul Hijjah. Okay, it's a not yes, on the 20th, no, on the 20th of June.
June.
Uh, it's a bit of a challenging situation. So if you are flying out on the 20th of June, which most probably would be the 13th of Dhul Hijjah, that means be ready to do your Rami after Zawal, rush immediately to Haram to do your Tawaf al Wida, and be ready for travel. Most probably, you would have to travel around midnight of the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, which would be the 19th, so that you can be transferred to the airport. So just be prepared to do these things quickly. That's all. Okay. Go ahead, please. Let's get to the next one.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody's asking that they had already done Umrah in December 2023, and the app doesn't allow them to make another appointment for 365 days
Another appointment for Rauda.
for the Rauda here.
For the Rauda is a bit of a challenge. Okay, if you have performed the Rauda in the last 12 months, Ministry of Hajj has a restriction of not allowing. So Rawaf is trying to do a group Rauda. They are doing their level best. They are after Ministry of Hajj to allow that one. So far, they have not gotten a response on it. They are still working. There is still hope, inshallah. Okay. So if we are able to do it, inshallah, we'll do it. Otherwise, take this as Allah. This is Allah's will. Okay. Go
And
ahead,
then
please.
similar question is some people are trying to find a slot, but they can't find a slot. Like just it's booked. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I am finding that there are slots open, so just keep trying, just keep looking. Um,
I
I
think
think
the one thing to also note is that it's not open all the way. They open few weeks at a
they are
time.
opening
But
week
yeah,
by week. Almost they are opening week by week.
yeah.
As far as
So
I can
probably
see,
they're
they're
looking for
opening
a
week by
date that is far off. Yeah.
yeah. So within like up to the 7th or 8th of June, I think I saw the schedule for all of this week, basically next week. I saw that there was schedule open. So just keep looking, just keep looking. And one other thing, earlier today, I was messaged that they were not able to see their name for booking the Rauda. And the solution, mashallah, they found out themselves was when they exited, reset the phone, and came back, they were able to see it correctly. So just try all different things. Inshallah ta'ala, it'll work. Inshallah. Next.
Yeah. And then some people are asking what is there in the gift bag that you're gonna get here.
In the gift bag, Brother Samir, you want to go through that?
Assalamu alaikum. Regarding the gift bags, I was talking to one of the manager of Rawaf today in Medina, and he says, inshallah, everybody will receive it prior leaving, inshallah, from Medina to Mecca. For those who are landing in Medina, inshallah. So they will receive it in their hotel, inshallah, maximum prior leaving to Mecca, inshallah. For those who are in Mecca, they will receive it there, inshallah, when they're at their hotel.
So let me point out on this one. Rawaf, just to make the Hujjaj life better, had plans of delivering it to their own houses so that they can come prepared, so that they don't have to buy uh, a second bag. Okay, that was their intention. They had very good intention, Alhamdulillah. Okay, but there were some logistical challenges. They decided not to do it, and then we started looking at delivering at the airport, etc., which also was not very practical. So the best solution actually would have been, and mashallah, we are able to do it, is the gift packages will be available at the hotels, inshallah. So,
Gee,
okay. Next.
yeah, some people asking about what proof works for vaccination. Is the receipt that they got from CVS, is that good?
Yes, as long as you have a receipt that basically says MEN whatever, honestly, okay, because you're not necessarily, they're not going to look at something that they're in much more detail. Is this the right vaccination, wrong vaccination? They are looking to make sure that you did take some form of meningitis shot within the last 5 years or last 3 years. Okay, as long as the dates are there, as long as there is a reference to it being a meningitis, meningococcal, any anything of that nature, it'll be acceptable, inshallah.
Just for
There,
reference, I mean, that's my receipt from CVS. It just says
yeah,
MENVEOACYW and has like
that's
a
okay.
date and that, yeah.
Yeah, those are the things that are important. So uh, again, they are not going to give you a hard time, folks. I mean, please understand that. Okay, but at the same time, they don't want people to come in here without meningitis shot. We have personally received some messages from some doctors that meningitis has been detected in Saudi Arabia within the last few months. So it is for your benefit. It is for the safety of everybody that you do take this meningitis shot. We may have a difference of opinion, but this is a requirement. Okay.
Some other
Next, please.
clarification that about 10th versus going on 11th. When are we doing tawaf? Yeah.
We are doing tawaf. Tawaf is, again, I want to be careful. We have to speak the right terms. Tawaf is ziyarah, tawaful ifada. This is something we are going to perform on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah. Previously, we had planned for the 10th, but due to logistical issues, uh, running race between Rami, Qurbani, and then doing the Halq, and then Tawaf Ziyara, it was best that we do it on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah. It'll be a little bit more relaxed for everybody. Okay, so we are doing it on 11th of Dhul Hijjah. On the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, we perform the Rami after Zawal. Okay, on the 11th and 12th, we are required to do the Rami after the Zawal. So we are doing it after we perform Dhuhr Salah. We are going to leave for Rami, and around 3 o'clock, inshallah ta'ala, we're planning on taking the bus from Bin Dawood to Haram and spending there until Isha time. And after Isha, inshallah ta'ala, we will have the buses available from us. Okay, these are not the ministry's buses, etc. These are buses that Brother Samir is arranging for. That will bring us back to the camps, inshallah. Okay,
Another
next.
question about the train, that if they book a train, how strict are they with luggage policy? Their
Uh,
dimensions, they're saying it's a bigger bag. Yeah.
Yeah, I have shared a link for the baggage policy in the Rawaf. This thing, it is one bag, and if you are
One
carrying
personal item.
more than one bag, if you are carrying more than one bag, I would not recommend that you take the train. Okay. Definitely, if it's a large bag, I would again not recommend that that you do that, because it is a big challenge in the train. Especially now, please start understanding there are 2.5, 3 million people, and even if 10% of those people are going to take the train, you're talking about 250 plus people. It's a huge thing. So they are going to get stricter because of the people are not blocking the seating area with luggage. So my recommendation, as much as train is more comfortable, if you're carrying any large luggage or multiple luggage pieces, avoid taking the train. Okay.
Similar question. Somebody is asking that they're taking train. Can they leave the bag with the Rawaf Mina people and then go on train?
Okay. The again, I have responded to some people on that one. Your luggage is your responsibility. I want to make that comment very clear. Okay, your luggage is your responsibility. Now, if you are able to convince another Haji to take responsibility, there is something, yes, you can try to do that. But for Rawaf Mina to take the responsibility of all the luggage of several folks going by train, that would not be practical. Yes, it is possible, but it is not practical. When it does come to that, we can look into that one. But I'm concerned about making that commitment right now.
Yeah, I mean, just to share some experience from what happened in my group last time, where somebody gave the bag to somebody and it was not even their own group, and then they didn't really have any clothes for the next 3 days. So that's why keep your luggage with yourself. You don't want to hand it over to somebody else and then not be with you. Either it has to be in the bus that you're traveling, or if you're going by train, it should be with you. Yeah. Then some people are asking about, are there tents in Arafat?
Yes, Arafat, there are tents. Mina, there are tents. There are no tents in Muzdalifah.
There are some
Okay,
FIC questions
and,
here.
and
Do you want to skip those and ask them to share it in the chat? The FIC, they're asking question. Yeah.
I mean, you can open up the mic if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let me enable the audio, and then we will go in the order in which the hands were raised. When I call people out, then please only at that time you want to unmute yourself. Uh, Give me a minute. So I've enabled mic now. So I'm going to go in sequence. The first is Brother Qazi Khair.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum salam.
So my question is actually we paid for the Kurbani and transport and we uploaded our Kurbani and transport receipt, but I don't know if you people received the money that we didn't get no confirmation because that's my concern, nothing else.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing it up. What we are doing is we are tallying all that. We are reviewing the receipts that we received, and we are also reconfirming with the account that received it. Once we do that, hopefully, inshallah, in the next day or two, we will reconfirm it. We are looking at different ways of getting that information back to you. So please bear with us for a few more days. We will go through that and we will, inshallah ta'ala, reconfirm it back to you. And, as much as I do want everyone to pay on time, in case if something is not done correctly, we will work with you. The
Uh,
only, the only restriction, and I want to repeat this again, my team cannot receive funds. We cannot receive funds. You cannot come to Mina and hand the $150 to Brother Samir so that Brother Samir can put it into the account. That's not going to happen. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to be very particular because this is a commitment that we have with Rawaf Mina that we are not going to handle any payments. Okay, the payments has to be done somehow or the other directly to the vendor by you. You can work it out with different hujjaj. Okay, if you have another hujjaj that you're familiar with, you can have them make the payment. You can work that part out with them. But my team cannot accept that. My team cannot process any payment. Okay, so but do not worry about it. We will do something or the other, inshallah. We
that's
will. We will
excuse me, brother. I was thinking because I didn't send no communication, no email to nobody, just upload it. It is okay?
Yeah, that's okay. As long as you put it there,
Yeah.
we have to go through it because see, we cannot
Thank,
we cannot say yes we received it until we've gone through.
thank you, brother.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank
Next, please.
It says FB.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Um, my question is about the process after arriving Jeddah. My accommodation starts with Medina, and how long that process it is taking, and how many hours should we expect to? I mean, after getting out from the airport, how long does it take? And also,
Okay.
our package was included the Medina tour. So whom
Mhm.
should I speak to arrange those tour arrangement in Medina?
Okay. Let me answer your first question. Between Samir and I will answer that question. So by the time, when are you arriving?
And 6:50 p.m. To Jeddah Airport from
Which day?
Riyadh to Jeddah Airport 6:50 p.m.
Which day?
On the 8th.
Okay.
On the 8th.
So as you get closer to the Hajj days,
Mm-hmm.
the process in Jeddah is going to get a little bit prolonged. You have to understand that because of the amount of people coming through, the immigration, the baggage, etc., will get a little bit delayed. So count about 2 hours at least to get through the baggage claim and the immigration. Okay,
Okay.
the transfer from Jeddah to Medina is about 6 hours.
Maximum 6 hours.
Yeah, about 6 hours. So from the time you get off the plane to getting to your hotel, plan about 7 to 8 hours.
Okay.
This is for Medina, okay? For
Yes.
Makkah, I'm going to say about 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
Oh, the next question. You had the question on Ziyara. We are still trying to figure out the details about the Ziyara, but when you arrive at your hotel, your Rawaf Mina team as well as the guides there will be able to inform you exactly how that will work out, inshallah.
Okay. Okay. Jazakallah khair. Thank you.
Okay.
Sister Mashuda Khanam.
Mashuda, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam. So my question is, do you need to booking for the Umrah or only for the Rauda?
Only for the Rauda.
Okay, so
Umrah does
and
not require book.
okay, because when I go to the Nusu website, they're showing booking for the Umrah, but when I click the booking for Rauda, it's not showing my name. So that's why I cannot click the continue button.
Okay. Log off and try it again. And if that doesn't work, restart your phone and try it again.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Next, please.
Next is
Oh,
Al Hassan.
sorry, 1 minute, Wasim. In your Nusuk app, you should also be seeing your Nusuk ID, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, I
So,
saw the ID. Yes, I saw the ID, but I couldn't see my name.
yes, please. So, go ahead, Brother Wasim.
Well, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Yeah, my question is about the hotel group, like the WhatsApp group for the hotel members. So I did not receive that. So, yeah, I hear you saying something about it the other day.
Which hotel are you in, brother?
I'm on Holiday Inn.
Can you message me directly, please,
Okay, I
with
will.
your
I will.
name and
Both me
you know,
and my wife, she did not receive it also, and
okay,
also she's not
but
in the main group here. I was trying
okay,
to put her on it.
but you are assigned to my group, right?
Yeah, Al Hassan Diallo. I call you. I asked you the last time. You confirm it. You say I am in your group there.
Okay,
I
okay,
also received that email from Nusuk. They assign us to somebody else. But like you
okay,
said before, do not. Reply to that. Just
right,
ignore it because that was from Nusuk, right?
yes, yeah,
So
that's right. Okay,
okay.
okay,
So that was
inshallah,
my
Dalla.
question. All right. So
Okay.
I will message you directly. Thank you.
Please, please.
All right.
Okay. And again, I'm glad you brought this up. I want everybody that's in my group, including the members in an account, you should be in our hotel group, in your appropriate hotel group. If your family member, if one of your account member is not in the hotel group, please message me or your hotel group guy. These WhatsApp groups are going to become very active once the Hajj starts. These groups would be opened up for chatting, and this is going to be our lifeline. Please understand that. So make sure everybody is in our group, in the Hujjaj group as well as in the hotel group. Okay, go ahead, please. Next.
Sayyid Ikramul Haq.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Fareed and Brother Wasim. You are doing a wonderful job so far. I really appreciate that. So I have two questions. My first question is that we'll be going on Tawaf al-Ifada. So you have scheduled it on the 11th. So my question is whether we need to do it on 11th or can we do it later? Is there any kind of restriction? Because some were saying that I can come back to the hotel on the 12th and I can do it on the 12th.
Turn the light off. Just 1 minute, brother. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Yes. Let me answer that question. Okay. The you you can do tawaf al-ifada on the 10th, 11th, or the 12th. Okay. Now, let me tell you why we picked the 11th, so that you understand why you should not do it on the other days, or why you should try to avoid. 10th, lots of people are there who are trying to eagerly wanting to get the tawaf al-ifada out of the way, which I understand, and there are some medical reasons why one would want to do that. Okay, especially sisters, some cases. Now, the logistically, 10th is a huge challenge. Okay, crowd wise, it's a huge challenge. On the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, it's a crowd wise, it's a huge challenge because, as I pointed out earlier, there will be people who will be doing tawaful wida on the 12th because they have to rush out of that rush out of Mecca, whether it is because of their planes or it's because of the Saudi residents wanting to go back. Whatever it is, 12th of Dhul Hijjah, Haram would generally be packed. So it's not a good idea to do tawaful ifada on the 12th. Okay, so again, yes, you can do it on the 10th, 11th, or 12th. It's your choice, but our recommendation is to stick with us on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah.
Yeah, another
Thank
point on that is that you might not reach on time. Like if you're thinking that you will take the bus on 12th, and let's say by the time you get back to your hotel, you might have crossed Maghrib. So that's that you don't want to miss your time slot that way also. Yeah.
So, Brother Wasim, are you saying that it has to be done before Maghrib on the 12th? I cannot do it on the 13th.
Uh, I have to get back to you on that one. Let me get back to you. I'll put that on the group chat, inshallah. Let me check with the Mufti.
Okay, thank you so much. And when you are saying like leaving on the 12th, so you mentioned in the slides that the bus will be from the after we do the Rami, from the Zamara. So that means we have to get everything out if we are planning to leave on the 12th. That when we do the reach the Jamarat, we are not coming back to the Mina.
Again, we are not arranging for the bus on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah. Remember that. Okay.
I'm
We
talking
are
about going back to the hotel.
Yeah, if you're going back to the hotel, yes, you can take your baggage. But if you have suitcases, if you have carry-ons, the security at the Jamarat might stop you. If it's a backpack, they might allow it. But if you have a carry-on, if you are rolling suitcases, etc., you might run into challenges with that. So please bear that in mind. Okay. Otherwise, yes, you can go from the Jamarat to the hotel, but provided it is Holiday Inn or Al Safa, the others you'll have to arrange for transportation, which could become a challenge. Okay, we are not arranging for the transportation on the 12th. Rawaf will not be arranging for transportation on the 12th from Jamara. Transportation would be available from the camp to the hotel.
Yeah,
On
and
the
that's the
12th,
clarifying point that it is actually not from Jamarat. The group travel is from Mina, not from Jamarat. Jamarat will be individual if somebody wants to go.
Okay, just to clarify, if you see your slide, it mentioned about Zamar. That's why I bring out the topics. So
yes.
you can review the slides and you can see that. Thank you so much. I appreciate all your help.
Uh,
By the way, just to point out on that, originally we were looking into the option of arranging the bus transportation on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah from the Jamara. Then we ran into challenges with that, with the bus companies coming back and saying that they don't have buses available on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah to make it available to us. So we had to make a change in our plans. Go ahead, next question, please.
Ahmad.
Brother Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum. You already answered my question. It was about the train and the luggage size, but I
Yes.
wanted to leave another comment that thank you so much for your help. And if anybody needs, I'm going to be by myself in Holiday Inn. So if anybody needs help, I am willing to help.
MashaAllah. That's the spirit we want. We want everyone to be willing and to help each other. That's the thing. Okay. Especially, what I would like to see is each room look out for each other. It's time to go to the Jamarat. Make sure your other roommates are ready. You have to go for Umrah. Make sure your roommates are ready. Don't leave them behind and go. Inshallah. Good. Next.
Next is Sister
Yes.
Asma.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. Thank you so much for
Alaikum.
arranging and giving us all the information. So I have two questions. Our stay is in the Holiday Inn. So on the 10th, after Rami, We will be able to go by ourselves to the hotel. We'll wait for the confirmation of the Qurbani, and then we'll be able to take a shower in our hotel, and then we'll be responsible to come back by ourselves back to Mina. Is that correct?
That is correct. And
Okay,
in case you do that, my recommendation is that you walk back to the Jamarat Bridge and retrace your step back to the camp.
okay.
Do not try to take any alternate route because chances are very high of being lost. Okay.
Sure. And another question on 11th, inshallah, we are planning to do the Jamarat, and then from there we'll go to the Haram Sharif. So are we planning to go directly after Jamarat, or we'll be coming back to our tent? What if I want to go to hotel and change it? Is the bus gonna come pick up from the Holiday Inn? How does that work?
Okay. Our plan is to have the bus pick up everybody from Bin Dawood because if you start doing the hotel arrangement, picking up from hotel, it'll become a huge challenge. I mean, please do understand, mashallah, mashallah, we have a very large group. Uh, if we start making this alternate routes, it'll be a huge challenge for us to track and make sure that everyone that has signed up for is taken care of. So please work with us. I know sometimes you may want to go back to the hotel, but it'll cause us lots of hardship. We don't want to miss you. Okay?
So logistically, because I was looking Bin Dawood and Holiday Inn, they're relatively pretty close by. So logistically, does it make sense? We can go after the Jamara to hotel and quickly come back to the Bin Dawood walking by ourselves. Do you think the time will allow that? Because you're saying 3 p.m. Inshallah, we'll be leaving.
Again, as long as you make a commitment that you are going to be at Bin Dawood at the time we say it is. Okay? Uh,
Okay,
now, the bus might be delayed. Please understand that. But we cannot delay it because they
sure.
cannot park the buses there. Please bear in mind. Okay. When we say 3 o'clock, we need well, whatever time we come up with. Inshallah, 3 o'clock is our plan right now. 3 o'clock when we say we need everybody to be ready to get onto the bus at 3 o'clock because those buses cannot park in that area. As soon as they come, we have to board and leave. So as long as people are willing to make that commitment, we can work with it, inshallah.
Okay. And the Rami, the for the 11th and 12th, it starts after the Zawal. So maybe we can leave a little early from the tent and reach there right on time, or we are supposed to leave only after Zawal from the tent.
Well, the challenge is if you leave early, you might end up losing the Dhuhr Salah. Okay, so what we are planning is once we perform the Dhuhr Salah to leave for the Rami. Okay, so that's our challenge. You don't want to miss out on doing the Dhuhr Salah. If you're willing to do it, that's fine. But our plan, our guides will plan on leaving after Dhuhr Salah from the camp.
So for the women's, we pray the Zohar Salah in our tent.
Correct.
And do we
Everybody will.
follow the like? Is it a Jamaat or everybody for the women's? Is it this individual?
No, you, everybody will pray in your tent. The sisters will pray in their tent, and the brothers will pray in their tent. Brothers, of course, will have the jamaat. The sisters will not have the jamaat. You're right. Okay. But once we complete the Dhuhr Salah, as a group, we are going to leave, inshallah. That's the plan right now.
Okay. And usually the walking from the North American to Jamara, it's like what, 45 minutes approximately?
45 minutes to an hour, what we estimate. Yes.
Okay. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much.
Next, please.
Um,
You're all enjoying the view of Masjid al-Nabwi here. Sorry, we
Alhamdulillah.
cannot get you a much closer look, but this is the best. It's beautiful to be here. Go
Alhamdulillah.
ahead, please.
Abdul Rahman.
So, Abdul Rahman, Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, alaikum salam. I'm jealous right now. Good to see you over there.
Don't
Um,
be, inshallah, you will be here soon, inshallah.
inshallah, inshallah. So my question is regarding the Tawaf Kudum. When the last time we spoke, I think in the last webinar, because I will be flying in together from Dubai. And you mentioned that I changed to Iran from Dubai before boarding the plane. So by the time I get to Mikhat, it's going to be why we are flying from Dubai to Jeddah. But my question is, when do we do Umrah immediately we arrive in Jeddah or in Mecca, or how, the video that was put out was mentioning about going to the hotel. So I don't know which one comes first. What do we have to do first?
Okay. So I want to make sure I understand this clearly. Okay. You are flying into Jeddah and your first stop is Mecca, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Then you do want to go to the hotel. The transportation would take you to the hotel first. You drop your luggage at the hotel and then you go for Umrah. You cannot go into Haram with your luggage. Okay?
Okay.
So the sequence is going to be airport to the hotel, hotel to Haram.
But I need to be in Iran from when I board the plane from Dubai to Jeddah, or do I change to Iran from my hotel
No, no, no. You have to change into Ihram in Dubai airport.
in Dubai airport? Okay,
Yes,
okay. So
absolutely.
yeah, because the video that was sent, I never saw anybody in Iran, so I don't want to look odd. I don't know what's going to be video that you
Uh,
guys just sent out.
yeah. Again, I want to make sure I repeat this and make it clear. If your your first hotel stay is Mecca, okay, that's how I want to classify this. If
Yeah.
your first hotel stay is Mecca, then you need to be in Ihram before you board the flight to Jeddah. Okay. If your first hotel stay is Mecca, then when you get on the plane to Jeddah, you should be in the Ihram.
Okay.
Okay.
So that clarifies my question. Thank you so much, Jazakallah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, please.
Sister Fatima Fazili.
Assalamu alaikum, sister. Sister Fatima, assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
So I just booked for Rauda and I booked, there was no slots available for me and my husband at the same time. So is it
Then
that you have to go separately anyway?
yes, yes. The Rauda visit is by gender. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
for the brothers it's separate time, the sisters it's separate time.
And also, I booked for 8 evening time, but the permit shows 9 evenings. So I don't know what is that.
I have heard a few people, other people mentioning it. I'm not sure why that is happening. I hope you might want to consider when are you flying? When are you leaving Medina?
10.
Okay, so I mean, even if it happens to be on the ninth, you're okay. You're still good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good, but I do that. Does that mean I have to go on 8th? And if that is not right, I will go on 9th. I mean,
If
I
your
don't want to
per,
miss it.
if your permit says ninth, then it is the ninth.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much. But I will still try on 8th to see. I don't miss it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Next, please.
Next is Hajj 2024.
Hajj 2024. Salam alaikum. I'm looking forward to Hajj 2024.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I don't know how like someone might have entered my kids. Okay. I just want to ask this that for Ravada, like I booked one slot. Now can we do multiple booking after we are done with one Rauda visit?
Nope. Rauda is once in 12 months. Okay.
Even for
That is
Hajis?
There is again, let me clarify. Through the Nusuk app, okay, Rauda can be booked once in a year, once in 12 months. Now, Rawaf is looking into uh, for a group visit for Rauda, but that is still not confirmed. Okay, but other than that, you cannot book it after you're done once.
Oh, so even for Hajis, it's the same thing.
Same thing, same thing.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
Jazakallah.
Barakallah. Next, please.
Next is Ridwan.
Brother Ridwan.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. I have
Walaikum
a
salam.
question regarding Umrah. Can you when can you like do perform Umrah for someone else? Like if I need to do Umrah for my father,
Okay. So
does it?
you can do the umrah in someone else's name after you have completed your umrah. Okay. So, for example, if you're landing in Mecca on the 6th or 7th, then if you complete your umrah completely, then you can go to Masjid Aisha and then come back and do the umrah on behalf of someone else. Again, this is all depending on time, depending on logistical availability. This is something you will have to arrange for. Okay.
Or can you do it also like after you finish the Hajj is completed, like after
Yeah.
3 days?
Yeah. If you have
Okay,
time available, yes, of course.
okay. Jazakallah khair, bro.
Again, this is after you have completed all your completely the Hajj.
Yes,
Basically,
correct.
if you
Okay,
right.
thank
Go
you.
ahead, please. Next.
Jazakallah khair.
Brother Muazzam.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Assalamualaikum, brother. I had a question about the Umrah permit, but you have already answered the question. So, Jazakallah khair for everything. Looking forward to see you at Holiday Inn, and I will also be available to help in my capacity.
Just Jazakallah khair, brother.
Thank you.
Sister Farhana.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, brother Farhan.
Sister Farhana.
I think I have asked my question. Jazakallah.
Okay. Okay. Jazakallah. Brother Sajid.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, brother Farid and brother Wasim and everyone. Thank you, Jazakallah khairan for everything. One of the questions I had, like, I'm staying at the Holiday Inn with my mom and my aunt, and they are kind of elderly. Both of them are like in their 70s. So I was thinking, like, can I go back to the hotel, like, because Holiday Inn seems to be closer to the Jamarat, right, than the Mina tent, because it's kind of a walk. So I was thinking, can we go back to the hotel on the 10th of Dhul Hajj without going to the Mina camp, brother Farid?
Okay. Let me make sure I understand this because this is a
Yeah.
little bit of a fifth question you're asking. Okay.
Okay.
So on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, you want to take your mother and aunt
Yeah.
back to the Holiday Inn,
Right.
right? And then you would
Yeah.
come back to the Mina camp, right?
Yeah, because I have to still do the Jamarat for the other 2 days, right?
Correct, correct.
On
Now,
the 11th and 12th. Yeah.
okay, I want to be careful about this answering this question, okay? Because
Mm.
this is a fifth question,
Yeah.
and because I have asked this before, I can answer it, but I want to be careful. Considering the fact that your mother and aunt are elderly and it will
Mm.
be a hardship on them, they can stay in the hotel, but you have to return back, and
Right.
then you have to perform the Rami on
Yeah.
their behalf on the 11th and the 12th. Okay?
Right. Right.
Tawaf Ifada, they will still have to do it. Remember that.
Right. On the 11th. Yeah. Inshallah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, what I would like you to do, brother, I would like you to pose this question
Mm.
to the Mufti and let the Mufti also respond back to you. But I'm fairly certain what I'm saying is correct.
Okay. Thank you. Jazakallah khairan, brother Farid. I mean, the requirement, the if, I mean, the fiqh kind of question. I think the fiqh aspect that you are talking about is the fact that we have to stay overnight at the Mina camp on the
Correct.
12th and 11th,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
11th, 12th,
But
and
there is a provision in case of such in certain cases, by the way, okay,
right,
where a person has a hardship staying there, okay.
right. So yeah, I mean, yeah, since they are elderly, I could do the Rami for them,
Yes.
except for the first one, right? The first one, I think they should still be doing the first one, or
Again, you
yeah,
can do it for all three of them, okay.
okay, okay,
But But if since you're taking them to back to the hotel, that's your plan, you
Right.
may as well have them come with you, basically. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Another option is that if they can stay and you again check with the Mufti and they can just stay in Mina and you do the Rami all 3 days. Yeah.
All 3 days. Right. Okay. Okay.
But I,
Jazakallah
but
khair.
I asked
One.
Mufti, Ji.
Sure. Sure. Where is the? Is it a WhatsApp group to post the question to the Mufti Farid Bhai or Wazim Bhai?
No, in the WhatsApp group, put that
Yeah.
question in, and I'll have Mufti respond back to you. But I think what Brother Wasim said, something you should consider that
Okay.
if they are okay staying in the camp, then they may stay in the camp on the 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
but then Tawaful Ifada becomes a challenge. Okay, so see what works best for them.
Okay, inshallah. Yeah, will do Farid Bhai. And one other question I had in the Ihram, like I know a lot, there are lots of Ihram questions coming up, and you've been repeating it quite frequently. But just one clarification, actually. You said about the nafil prayer, right? Is that to be done after getting into the state of ihram, or can I do it at the hotel before getting into the state of ihram and then just having the ihram worn at the airport?
Okay, I want to
Inshallah.
be careful.
Yeah.
State of Ihram starts after you do the Niyyah.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
when you so because the terminology is very important, brother. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so
Yeah.
that's why I'm repeating this. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
state
Yeah.
of Ihram only starts once you do the Niyyah when you're crossing the Miqat. Okay, but
Okay.
you do the Nafil Salah after you put on the Ihram. Okay.
After putting on the ihram. Okay. Yeah.
Right. Now, can you do this at your home before you leave? Yeah, you can do that. But the reason we recommend at the airport is because of the comfort level. Because
Mm.
it's okay. Other than that, you can start from your house, taking a shower, changing into ihram, doing 2 rakat nafil salah. Yes, you can do that.
Right. Right. But yeah, the comfort and the convenient part would be to
Correct.
have the shower at the hotel or the home, and then coming to the airport and getting into the ihram at the airport, ihram clothes at the airport, and then
Yeah.
doing the nawafil prayer at the airport itself. Okay.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
Okay,
Okay.
got it, got it. Thank you, Jazakallah khairan, brother Farid. So definitely looking forward to meeting you at Holiday Inn, inshallah, and may Allah accept our Hajj and make everything easy for everyone. Amin.
Now, I know a few people have commented about meeting me in Holiday Inn.
Yeah,
My plan is to visit all the hotels. So I look forward to meeting each and every member of my Hajj group because I'm expecting each one of you to have a Hajj Mabrur. I want the benefit of meeting all of you. Okay.
Amin, Amin. Yeah, Amin. Thank you, Jazakallah khairan.
Next, please.
Brother Asghar.
Brother Wasim and
Assalamu
Brother
alaikum,
Farid,
brother.
echoing whatever others are saying. Jazakallah khair for all the efforts you are taking and kind of ensuring that Hajj is smooth for us. Alhamdulillah. Allah has blessed us. Okay. So the questions, a couple of questions actually, as I was listening to others, I kind of came to my mind. But before I get into those, the first question I have is, if we, let's say we finish the, I mean, the Hajj, whatever procedures, and will we have time, because my flight back is on 22nd June, will we have time for a couple more of Umrahs? Or,
Yes.
okay.
I mean, okay, let me understand this. You are coming into Mecca on 2nd June?
No. So basically, we are going to Medina first based on our schedule. We will be, I think, on 12th June, we will be in Mecca. We'll finish our first Umrah, and then obviously do the either then or immediately after the Hajj will we have time, because our flight back is on 22nd June.
Okay. I want to make sure I repeat your question so that I understand correctly. You are arriving into Mecca on the 12th of June,
Correct. From
right?
Medina. Yeah.
Okay. Arriving on the 12th of June, completing your Umrah, and possibly doing another Umrah on the 13th of June. Yes, it is possible, but do understand 13th of June onwards, the transportation uh, around the haram becomes a little bit challenging. Okay, but
Okay.
it is still possible as long as you understand, as long as you're willing to take that risk. Yes, you can. Okay, on the doing it on the 22nd, that is going to be a bit of a challenge because if the Hajj ends on the 19th, for example, 20th, yes, you can do it, but it's a bit of a challenge. Most probably, depending on the flight on the 22nd, you might have to leave for the airport on the 21st night. Okay, so just
Okay.
be aware of that. And then you have to do tawaful wida also.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jazakallah khair.
but it is possible. In both cases, it is possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Mufti Sahib had shared that it is better to do Nafil Tawaf. So unless there's a specific reason to do extra Umrah, otherwise it's better to do more Nafil Tawafs.
Okay.
Next is Sister Sajida.
Sorry,
Huh?
I have to go a couple more of questions. Sorry
Oh,
about
okay.
that. So another thing is the print we have for the vaccination records, because I think my daughter took it probably almost 6 months ago. She just has the printout from the state's website, which has all the vaccines. That should be fine, right?
That's
Because we
fine.
couldn't get.
That's okay. That is good.
Okay. And the last question I have is in Mina, when we finish our the first couple of days of, going to Muzdalifah, Arafat, and then we kind of come back to Mina, will we have a place to take bath, or we have to kind of
Yes.
go back to?
No, no, no. There are shower stalls in Mina. You can take showers. Now, yes, that's not a problem. Yes, you can.
Jazakallah khair.
Okay. Next,
Next, you have more questions, brother? You said, Asghar? Are you done?
No,
I think you finished.
no.
But
And I just wanted to add, if in case anybody needs any help, I would also be willing to.
alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Jazakallah khair. Good. Sister Sajida.
Assalamu alaikum, sister. Sister Sajida.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum
M-
salam.
My question is like when we get ready at home to go for, I'm going to Medina first, like at nail cut and hair remover and everything, and then we make niyyah of Umrah from Medina, and we go to Hajj. Do we have to do all these again and again, cutting the hair and removing the hair?
Well, okay, very careful. I want to be careful. When I was talking about the purification, it is to cutting the nails, etc., before you get into ihram, so that there should not be a need to cut the nails while in the state of ihram. Okay.
Right.
As far as after you perform the umrah,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you are
Mm-hmm.
required to cut the hair. Okay, that is the
I'm
requirement.
required to cut the hair of my head. I'm talking about hair on,
No,
unwanted
no,
places.
that you're not. That you're not. Only the hair. Only removing the hair on the head that is required. Okay.
Okay, but I don't have to cut the nails and hair moving other
No,
private
no, no,
places.
no,
No,
no, no.
not needed. Okay, and so I can perform throughout the time without doing that, right?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
I can perform the umras and hajj and nafal umras without all these rituals, right? Cutting
Without
and
the
I think,
rituals of
Farid bhai, I think what sister is trying to ask
you
is,
see, 1 minute, brother Wasim. Let me just clarify this. Okay. The Umrah requirement is following. Okay. You have to be at the miqat. From miqat, you have to go do the tawaf. You have to do the sa'i. Then you have to cut the hair on your head. Okay? These are the hair on the head, or shave the hair on the head for men. These are the requirements of Umrah. Okay. Cutting the
yeah,
nails is not
that I
part of it.
understand completely. But if I were to perform another umrah, then I have to cut my nails and purify myself again, or no?
Again, cutting the nails is not part of Umrah. Okay. But going to Miqat is part of the requirement, and then talking the part is a requirement, doing a sa'i is a requirement, and then
Okay.
cutting the hair on the head is a requirement. These are the only things that are
Okay. Okay.
okay.
And so are we going to go, I mean, from Medina to Makkah when we leave? Are we staying at Masjid Quba for nafals or no?
No, Masjid Quba, if you have a ziyarah, if you arrange for a ziyarah, you go to Masjid Quba. But when you're leaving from Medina to Mecca, you're not going to Quba, you're going to the Miqat. Okay? Masjid Quba does
Okay.
not come into the picture there.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you. So we'll just make Nia from the hotel. Okay, that's fine.
No. Nia is at the Miqat. You can change into Ihram at the hotel.
Right, right. Okay,
Okay?
Jazakallah.
Right? Got it.
Jazakallah.
Right.
Okay.
Next.
Jazakallah, brother.
Next, please.
Next is Brother White.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Jazakallah, Farid and Wasim. Thank you for everything that you're doing, and may Allah reward you. My first, you maybe already answered my questions, but my first question is: so we arrive June 12th into Jeddah. And so I just wanted to make sure that we would have time on the evening of June 12th to do Umrah. And it sounds like we will, and we won't need the permit from the Nusuk app. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct. Okay?
Okay.
Right. I saw it.
And my second, okay. And my
Go ahead, please. Go
second
ahead, please.
question is, so we're missing. We're arriving late. I had the wrong. I booked a late flight, so we are missing our night of hotel in Medina. So my question is, I'm trying to figure out how in the few days, in the 4 or 5 days after Hajj, if we can make a trip to Medina. Would you say that the best option is to take the train? Because it would have to be probably leaving in the morning and coming back in the evening type of thing.
Correct. Definitely, I would suggest the train. Okay. You can try something like immediately after Fajr Salah, and you can come back a little bit after Isha. Okay. That
Right.
is what I would recommend.
Okay. One more question. My mother, she speaks a little English, but not too much. Her native language is Pashto. We're from Afghanistan. So I'm wondering, do you have anybody in your guides that speaks Pashto?
Uh, no, we don't. But inshallah, ta'ala will figure out a solution. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
We'll find a
Jazakallah
solution.
khair.
Again, I cannot promise, but we'll try to find a solution. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
Jazak.
before the next question, I want to respond to something. Please do not depend on what is in the gift package of Rawaf Mina. Okay? I want to be very clear about this one. MashaAllah, Rawaf team has prepared nice gift packages. Yes, I understand all that. But you should come prepared with everything. We have given in our supplies list links to some of the items that you should be getting, such as the unscented items, such as the other items that are related to that. Please come prepared with that. I would not want to see any of my Haji coming here and saying, we thought Rawaf would give this, so we didn't bring it. Keep whatever Rawaf is giving as a backup. Whatever is in the package should be your backup. The primary one should be yours, because at the end of the day, the Hajj is yours. Please remember that. Hajj is for you. You are the one performing the Hajj. You have to make all possible arrangements from your side that you can. Okay, that includes making sure you get all the supplies that are required, especially the ones in the state of Iran. Okay, right. Next one, please.
Yeah, Recipe Khan.
Assalamu
All right.
alaikum, brother.
One.
Jazakallah for all the efforts here. I had a couple of questions. One about logistics when we're going to Mina.
I wasn't clear on like how much stuff do we take. Like I've heard some places where backpacks, or I guess it also mentioned bags. And when we go there, is there any storage at Mina, like, or do we have to take everything with us to Muzdalfa, to Arafat, Muzdalfa back, and then like on the 11th and 12th, is there any storage there? Do we leave our things there, or do we have to always take it with us?
Okay, let me answer the first question. The first question is we want you to travel as light as possible. And
Hmm.
the thing that I would recommend that you take is your second ihram in case if the first ihram gets dirty. Uh, any of the phone chargers, those kind of things. And if there are any
Hmm.
medical requirements, medicine, or as I pointed out, if there is an insulin requirement, yes, that part.
Hmm.
Besides that, achieve your clothes so that you know on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, if you're coming out of Ihram, okay, those are the things I would recommend. Now, as far as storing bag while going to Muzdalifah, generally the camp that we get remains with us, and yes, you can leave it there. What I would not want you to leave there is anything valuable, okay? Otherwise, you can leave the bag there. Generally, the tent belongs to us. When we return back, we'll be returning back to the same tent, okay?
Okay.
Right? Next.
And are there options for power bank charging in Mina in the tent if we have to?
I
Like, is
mean,
power available?
there is power available, okay, but the adapters may not be available, the chargers might not be available, but the power
Okay.
is generally available, yes.
So if we have all those, we should be okay with charging. Okay.
Yes, yes, inshallah.
Just one more question. In the package, it mentioned that there was ziyara included in Medina. What exactly is included in that?
We have to figure that out. Ziyara generally in Medina includes going to Uhud, going to Masjid Qiblatain and Masjid Quba. Those are
Quba.
the
Hmm.
general places to visit. But then, in
Okay.
addition to that, there could be the visit to the date garden,
That
Uthman.
could be, but we'll figure it
We'll
out
have to figure that out.
based on the arrangements.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's still being figured out. So that's
Yeah.
something that we can count on that probably might be included in a tour.
Well, if it is included in your package, then Rawaf will do it. Okay. If it is
Okay.
not included in the package, with Brother Samir's help, we'll make some arrangements. Sorry, they turned the lights off here in the kitchen area. We're sitting
Okay.
in the kitchen.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Okay. So we'll take
I
questions for 10 more minutes and then we gotta end. Okay. Jazakallah.
okay. Nada Kasar.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Salam, sister.
Inshallah, I'm gonna leaving Al Medina at June 12. I'm not sure what time I'm gonna be in Holiday Inn, check in Holiday Inn at June 12, but I don't know what time. So my question is, it is easy for me to have at least one trip to the Haram to do the Amrit al-Tamattu. Is the shuttle for the Holiday Inn still working active during that time?
Yes, we expect it to be active. But as far as doing that Umrah part of the Hajj, even if the
Umrat
shuttles,
al-Tamattu.
yeah, I understand. Uh, even if the shuttles are not available, Rawaf has made a commitment that they'll make some transportation available. For example, on the 13th, 14th, 13th, other people who are arriving on 13th, if the shuttles do stop, Rawaf, inshallah ta'ala, will make some arrangement. Okay? And all
Barak
else failing, we'll make some arrangement.
Barakallahu fikum. Also, I need one question for Brother Wasim. Am I allowed to, while ihram, to use disposal gloves in case I went I want to hold something or catch something? Worry about the germs. Try to avoid to get sick.
You're talking about wearing gloves in the state of
This
Ihram.
this this no no during ihram disposal gloves. If I want to catch something it's dirty, try to avoid the germs. Only
I think
disposal.
Mufti answered that question. Let me look back at his answer and I'll respond to you on that. Okay. I
Okay.
wanna these kind of questions are Mufti related. I wanna be careful.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
And
Thank you.
inshallah,
Salam. Also,
Good.
also, sunglasses.
Yes. Sunglasses, we have not heard of any concern with the sunglasses.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Barakallahu fikum.
Next, please.
Brother Suleiman.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
My first question is an extension of a question that has been asked before. Do we carry sleeping bag when we go to Mina?
If you want the sleep, not for Mina, okay? You don't need it for Mina, okay? You don't need it for Mina, you don't need it for Arafat. Sleeping bag, if required, would be for Muzdalifah, okay? So
Okay.
that's the only time that you need it. But Rawaf has said that the contractor will provide a sleeping bag. I'm only concerned about the quality of it. If you need comfort, you should bring your own. Otherwise, you should be okay.
Okay. My other question is, what are the places that we must walk? Because I know you provide transportation for some of the places that we go to, but which places we must walk? I need to know those so I prepare for those.
Sure. You have to walk from the Mina camp to the Jamarat and back.
Okay.
There is no
Okay.
transportation available for that. Okay.
Okay.
Jamarat, from Mina to Jamarat and back, absolutely you have to walk. Okay.
Okay.
Other than that, the walking is the tawaf, the sa'i, those are the requirements. Basically, that's where you would be required to walk. Okay.
Okay. My last question is, can we wear mask?
I'm sorry.
Can we wear mask for protection?
Oh, mask. Mask, yes, it is allowed for medical reasons, medical
Yeah.
purposes. It
Okay.
is allowed, yes.
Okay. Jazakallah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now
Uh,
maybe two or three more questions, Brother
yeah, I
Wasim.
think we have three left. Mansoor. Mansoor.
Yep.
Brother
Assalamu
Mansur.
alaikum.
Oh, yeah.
Alaikum salam.
My question is on the 10th of Zilhijjah, once we go to Jamarat and after the Jamarat, once I get confirmation that my Qurbani is done. So, am I allowed to go to hotel to take bath and take off ihram? And can we do Tawaful Ziyara or Ifada the following day without in ihram?
Yes. Okay. I think I answered this question. On the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, after doing the Rami, you can go back to the hotel, but it'll be, you will have to make the arrangement. If you're in a hotel that is Holiday Inn and Al Safa, you can walk. That's not a challenge. But if you're in Legend, Al Safa, Noza, Woko, Suez, or Address, transportation on the 10th is a huge challenge, and returning back is a huge challenge. Now, if you're in Holiday Inn in Al Safa, yes, you can go to the hotel, and then you'll have to trace your step back through the Jamarat Bridge. Okay?
Okay, so we are also allowed to take bath in hotel because we are taking we are
Yeah.
removing the ihram, right? So the following day,
Yeah.
so tawaful ziyara without ihram is allowed.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Ihram is not required for tawaf.
tawaful
Yeah.
ziyara and
Yeah.
tawaful ziyara is tawaful ziyara both tawaf and sa'i or only
No,
tawaf?
only tawaf, only tawaf for tawaful ziyara and tawaful wida. As long as you have performed the sa'i as part of the umrah, the first umrah that you do not need to do it. This question came up earlier, and I have reconfirmed this with the mufti also. I just want to state that I don't want any discussion on that. I have reconfirmed this with mufti. Okay, tawaful
Okay,
ziyara and tawaful wida do not require sa'i. You can perform it, but it's not required.
okay, because we are doing it with the umrah. Um,
Right.
that's all. Jazakallah khairan.
Barakallah. Go ahead,
Yeah,
brother.
just quick point that if you are, I mean, just to mention the acronym PAST, right, that the Mufti had mentioned. So if the sacrifice is done, there is shaving or trimming and then taking the shower.
Right.
And then
Go ahead, brother.
yeah, Sister Shahnaz Parveen.
Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Walaikum salam.
Actually, I had three questions. One thing is, we paid the Kurbani and the bus fare. We can get a confirmation for that,
Yes, inshallah. Inshallah, we will in a
inshallah.
few days.
Okay, inshallah. And Rauda, for Rauda, I'm trying. Me and my husband's trying again and again, log in, log out, but it's not working. I'm not getting the calendar even. It's just blank page.
Well, you should be getting it up to the 6th of June. If you're not seeing that, then you should. I'm not sure why, but after that is the blank basically.
Up to 6 June, we'll get. We can see the calendar, right?
Right, right.
Yeah, but it's not showing me. And one more thing, brother, I was okay with bus before, but 2 days ago I fell down, so I have a back pain now. So is there any way I can get the train? How can I get the train ticket?
Okay.
Or
I
is
have
the
shared.
bus is challenging for me to
Okay.
sitting all these 6 hours? Yeah.
Okay, okay. In one of my slides, I have shared the link for the train. It's hhr.sa, I believe. You can go and see if you can find the train for that. Okay, but for the people who are taking the train, when you land in Jeddah, you
Yes.
need to let the Rawaf team know that you're taking the train because ministry will require you to sign off a waiver on that. Okay, taking the train instead of the arrangement that they are making.
Yeah, and I have a
All right.
question. How far is the train station from in Medina from the hotel?
Uh, the train station to the hotel around Haram is about like 20 to 30 minutes
No,
drive.
Medina. I am first going to
Medina.
Medina.
From Medina.
From
So,
Medina.
so when you arrive at Medina train station,
Yeah.
you need to get your own taxi and show them that what is the address of your hotel, so you can arrive. It will take you to the hotel, and you have
Okay.
to pay. That's your own arrangement.
So it's about 15-20 miles. Okay.
Okay.
And you have to take a cab to your hotel. And again, this is going to be your arrangement. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay. Brother, in this case, can you help us who are going with the train so we can contact each other?
We don't know, sister. We don't know who all are going. In the hotel chat, we are going to open up the hotel chat soon. You can talk to them.
Okay.
But again, this is something that you should start looking
Yeah.
into it because the schedule will fill up very fast.
And the train ticket I can buy from here, right? With American
Yes,
Credit.
yes, 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 you
Oh,
can. Yes.
Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair.
Okay, all right. Jazakallah
Last
khair for
question.
everybody. Brother Wasim, you said something?
I was saying there's one person left. I don't know if you want to cover him.
Okay, let's go ahead and take that one. Go ahead, brother.
It says UMM.
Yeah, if Assalamu alaikum. If anyone
Walaikum
coming from Medina to Makkah, right? From Medina to Makkah, so is there a chance to is it a plan to stop at Zul Hulaifa by Rawaf buses for changing into Ihram? No.
salam.
You mean like leaving from Medina to Mecca?
Yes, Medina to Makkah. Are we planning to stop at Zul Hulaifa?
They will stop in Miqat.
They will, yeah, yeah, of course we'll stop at Miqat.
Okay, so okay, so we can make intention over there, right? We get
Yeah,
chance.
yeah, 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 yeah. Intention is always at the Miqat, whether you're coming from Medina or you are going through Jeddah, okay? Intention
No,
is always at the Miqat,
no, because
okay?
intention we can make in Medina hotel also, right? Everything we can do in Medina
No, no,
hotel
no,
also.
no, 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 no. You can change into Ihram in your hotel, but the intention has to be made at the Miqat,
Okay, okay.
okay? All right?
And it will be also beneficial if we can have one small session with muftis, if possible, before the
Uh, on what subject specific?
like any questions we have, any other questions.
Inshallah, inshallah, we'll do that. Inshallah, we'll do that. Inshallah.
Jazakallah.
All right, Jazakallah khair for everybody joining. Uh, Again, this is the beautiful view of Medina. Yes, I'm envious of myself for being able to be here. It's a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I want each one of you to keep this in mind that when you're here, when you're in Makkah, you are chosen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be here. And you are the guests of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And however, whatever arrangements that you come across, please be patient. Rawaf Mina and us and ministry and everyone is making the best possible arrangement. okay, including even the security folks that you'll run into. They are doing their level best. Bear in mind, their language is different, our language is different. Their culture is different, our culture is different. And they are dealing with so many multicultural people. It's not easy. Please bear that in mind. If they become a little bit rough, understand that they are having to handle
Sabr is
people.
the only thing I
Yeah,
know.
they are multicultural, multi economic situation, completely different societies basically. So again, I want to take this opportunity in case if we fall behind in our arrangement, do forgive us. Do forgive us. But do not be discontent with your Hajj itself. Please do not be discontent. I want each one of you to have a Hajj Mabrur so that I can stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and same thing with Brother Samir and Wasim, saying that we helped with 300 plus Hajj Mabrurs, inshallah ta'ala. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر والسلام عليكم ورحمة
Brother,
الله
I have
وبركاته.
two questions, please. Sorry.
Go ahead, sister.
Okay, I want to continue the question with the previous brother. He was asking about leaving Medina and making Zul Hulayfa a niyat there. So when you are changing it into the clothes in Medina hotel, are we supposed to pray the 2 rakat of niyat at hotel or at Zul Hulayfa?
When because in from Mecca to Medina you are stopping at a miqat masjid,
Mhm.
you can do the niya, you can do the 2 rakat and the niya in the masjid, because that's a different thing from going through Jeddah to Mecca. Okay, when you're going from Medina to Mecca, you can do the niya and the 2 rakat. In fact, you can even change into ihram at the masjid, but it's for people to make the decision. You don't have to change into ihram in the hotel. Okay.
And
I want to add
and
one more
on
point.
and Masjid Nimra in Arafat. So women are also allowed to go inside there, right? And pray
Yes,
Zohar
they
Asr
are.
combined.
Yes, they are. But I think in my previous webinars I have mentioned it is extremely hot walking to Masjid an Nimra. And if one wants to go to Masjid an Nimra, you probably have to leave very early in the day, like almost 9 o'clock. And then, but it is an extremely hot walk back and forth. I have done it. And I'm warning people, as much as it's beautiful to be in Masjid al-Nimra, the place where the Prophet ﷺ delivered his last sermon, but it's also a very difficult walk. Okay? But yes, women are allowed there.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Okay? All right? Okay. Jazakallah khair, everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.